Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner mod review, and today we're checking out the DEARBORN D-150 Monster by M181. Max Mike has made quite a lot of absolutely crazy mods, and starting out as a tweaker or a tuner, he did an amazing job on so many vanilla trucks. It's really cool to see some of these original creations come out, but you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel, and let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, time to customize up the M181 DEARBORN D-150 Monster by Max Mike. We're going to purchase this up, customize it, see how we do. So we get the 302 V8 SC. This is a stock one. It indicates an old run-of-the-mill engine, hardly a master of any trades, but sturdy and reliable enough to work well in spite of its age. We've got the 351 V8 SC, a thoroughly reworked variant of an outdated engine. Increased power output at the cost of reliability. Physical damage tends to make it lose power and consume more fuel much sooner. We get the 400 V8 SC, a heavily tuned custom-fit engine by a popular vehicle workshop, respectable power with a somewhat unhealthy appetite for gas. Then, of course, we have the 460 V8 SC, a complete overhaul of the original design, raw, unadulterated power, only rivaled by its own fuel consumption, bring spare gas. We're going to go with that. Gearbox, we got Crawler Box Scout Gen 4 with some off-road performance transmission, and then we have Slider Box CVT Gen 5. This gearbox is used in auto mode. The truck will not move. Put in a low gear starting at low minus and slide it towards low plus to increase speed. We're going to go with the Gen 4. Crawler suspension. Tires, we get 79 MMR Rider Scout. All terrains, we get 79 MMR Shielder. A little bit more traction here for all terrain, or tread def, which is cool. We have AS3s, AS1s, and AS2s, and we also have MMR Saber Scout and TL1s. And mud tires, we get CTMSI, MMR Assassin Scout, AMHS1, and Monster Mud Tires by Quasi, MSI. And we also got some, we got some winter tires here. So I really like the Monster Mud Tires by Quasi. Quasi tires are the best in the game, hands down, for a custom mod tire. And it comes in the 79, so we're set. Winch, we're going to take Autonomous Winch HD Plus. Frame add-ons, we're going to take the roof rack and the spare wheel. Rooftop, we've got the smaller roof rack. Oh, we already have a roof rack, so we're going to add the roof fog lights. We got a double stack of fog lights there. V-Locks by Quasi. And color, I think we're going to go with black on this one. And that's it. All right, time to pull this bad boy out and see what we can do. All right, so first things first, we got to start it. Engine sound for a monster truck in this engine, incredibly balanced it seems. We don't have any mirrors, we don't have any gauges, but there's no mirrors in the truck anyways. There's actually an engine that's kind of under the truck bed. Hard to visualize, but you can see it here from this angle and also from here. It is interesting to see this truck the way that it is, you know. The outside, it doesn't look like there's a ton of detail, but it's also a monster truck. We don't really have any gauges, and I can't tell if these are spots for gauges. It might get updated in a future project or model. You just see a lot of chassis here. But yeah, the thing about Max Mike is that he's incredibly humble. So if you see a truck like this might have been his vision for it, but unlike some other mod developers like Puppy Master, he's extremely humble. Goes a long way in not just, you know, the work. We've seen a lot of amazing work from Max Mike, the M181 trucks, but this in particular is just a lot different to look at. You know, when you know a mod developer is incredibly humble and has good intentions just all around for the mod community. So the engine sounds are absolutely incredible. The suspension play is pretty stiff, but that's kind of what you would expect here. Now this is cool because the diff lock is always on, but it's not on all-wheel drive, so let's go ahead and throw it in all-wheel drive. There we go. And this is a mean look here. We gotta take a picture of this. Now, I've always liked the idea of a monster truck, a real monster truck, in SnowRunner, and this kind of brings the most realistic version of a monster truck that I've seen in SnowRunner. To take some damage there, and you kind of have to expect that, the speed that we're running and the way this beast is. Now the steering doesn't seem oversensitive, doesn't seem underpowered by any means, and the rear slightly adjusts or moves like you would expect in a monster truck. So that's pretty balanced. There's some reels in there for sure. We'll put it in a high gear here, see how we do. So this is almost like a E-mobile. We have like virtually no traction. It is hard to tell what is going on here. These tires are just quarter spinning and then spinning. Put it back in automatic, put it back in a high, and yeah. Tires are, the water texture from the tires is glitching out a little bit because they're spinning that fast. Put it back in automatic, try it in a low plus and see how this works. It seems a little more balanced for kind of what we're driving in. Back in automatic, back in a high gear. We're taking damage really easy, but I mean, that's to be expected at any speed with this. We haven't taken substantial damage either, so put it back in automatic. Fuel consumption's incredibly low for a monster truck though. It's the only concerning part here. Take it around and see how it does with the little rock crawling patch that's back there. And we're just pushing through now in high gear, and then we hit that little bit of mud that just holds us up. Put in a low plus, it seems pretty balanced for what we're driving in. Again, the engine sounds are very tame. I like the way that the roof rack's set up. There's a lot of options in it. The differential and drive shaft movement is pretty realistic. It's got some detail to it. Monster truck gets up and goes pretty good for the engine transmission package we've got. It is kind of reassuring, like this mud here is typically a little bit challenging, but it's not even a second thought here for this monster. And high gear on pavement. Ooh, we got a flat tire now. True flat tire, but high gear is a yeet gear here. So let's do this. Let's recover and not use high gear. We'll go hit that rock patch, give it a fair shake at it. I do like that yeah, I have to slow down. Alright, we cover again. Alright. So in all-wheel drive, it has a lot more oomph, and it's, you know, reasonably so. It's a lot harder to steer. But that's kind of, and the braking is not ideal, but that's what you kind of have to expect in a monster truck. It's incredibly, again, realistic and ideal for what this truck is, to say the least. And we're almost to the rock patch. We'll put the all-wheel drive on and start crawling, or try to. And we're taking reasonable damage here, but it's not even phased by these rocks other than the slight damage or the mud. we are just cruising. We could keep cruising as much as we wanted to. Automatic is a dangerous gear on this truck. And high gear is quite literally a gear. Low plus would be the balance gear for this. I did pick an incredibly powerful engine, so I mean, that's to be expected, but it is good to see how that OP engine balances up with the transmission in situations like this between low plus and automatic and high gear. Alright, and that's what we're going to call it. So in the mud, obviously it handles really well. High gear is almost unusable in the mud, but again, it's almost to be expected. And for rock crawling, again, you want to be in a low plus probably to avoid the damage that you're going to take. But you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel, guys, and we'll catch you with the next one.